Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Mr. Erlo, would like to talk about how to make a fantasy story. In the previous video, I have talked about the structure of fantasy story. Right now, I would like to discuss how to make a fantasy story. Before that, I would like to ask you a condition. Are you fine today? I hope so. Are you happy today? I hope so. In this video, I have prepared how to make a fantasy story. There are some steps or some points to make a fantasy story. So please listen carefully in order that you can understand what I explains. Well, how to make a fantasy story is a thing that can improve or can increase your knowledge about making the fantasy story. There are some steps to make a fantasy story. The first step, you must decide the theme. You know that theme is the main thing to to frame or to make the frame of the story. If you have made or if you have decided the theme, it's your time to make the frame of the story or the framework of your story. The framework can be the intrinsic the intrinsic elements of your story. And if you have decided the intrinsic elements of your story, it's your time to determine or to examine your intrinsic story. So for example, you can develop the characteristic, you can develop the setting, develop the plot and others in order that your intrinsic story can be understood well by you. After developing the intrinsic story or the framework, it's your time to find the reference. Actually, it is an optional thing that you can search or you can do in order to strengthen or sharpen your knowledge about fantasy story or the characteristic or the character that you would like to bring. So it depends on you to research or to make the reference in order to sharpen or strengthen the character or characteristic of your story. After sharpening or developing the intrinsic element, or after searching some references or research the references, you can directly write down every paragraph to paragraph. So there are 4 steps. The first, decide the theme. The second is decide the intrinsic element and then developing the intrinsic elements. The third is research or find the reference in order to strengthen or sharpen the knowledge of your intrinsic elements. And the last, range the paragraph to paragraph or paragraph by paragraph. How do you understand what I mean, or do you understand what I explain? I hope so. So see you later in the next video. I hope you get benefits from watching my video. Cheerio. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.